Hello everyone, my name's Matt Johnston and welcome to The Interesting Times, a political comedy show from the UK. The budget is coming on Wednesday and Labour have promised us a national renewal. And speaking of promises...
I did not come into politics to raise taxes on working people. So my promise to you is this. Labour will not put up your income tax, national insurance or VAT.
Which begs the question...
What is a working person?
What is a working person?
Who is a working person?
What is a working person?
A working person...
Simon Cowell?
Well, a working person is someone who works their living...
I've got that.
Is it a song by Pulp?
People who aren't making loads of money. That's as simple as
how do you? But when you start to define that and try and get into the nitty gritty,
all this kind of jiggery poke.
We're in a pickle.
And it's just a fudge to try and get past that manifesto pledge that Labour made that they would not raise taxes on working people. It's just a fudge.
The questioning this week, though, reached Motorhead levels of volume.
The guff that they spouted in opposition.
Exactly. Why can't politicians just say what they mean instead of all this jiggery-pokery guff, fudging a question which just leaves us all in a right pickle? Honestly, it's doing my Motorhead in. If they can't get their conch out of the chow for long enough, then we are all going to end up discombobulated. Maybe that's his blind spot. Any word that starts with W-O. So, Prime Minister, what is a wombat? What is your definition of a Wookiee? Prime Minister, can you tell us what a woo-woo stick is? And yes, Keir Starmer rather famously got flummoxed over what a woman was. Although I still take his definition over these pair of muppets.
She seems to spend more time, I think, changing her hair colour several times.
Oh, I love the fact she stands there like she did on Wednesday as a working-class girl in the House of Commons. But she's just not that bright, James.
The manifesto promise was for no tax rises for working people. But everyone at some level works. But there's got to be some distinction made, otherwise the manifesto promise would have just been no tax rises on people. But hey, don't shoot the manifesto maker. The message is muddled, there's no doubt about that. Labour did want to say working class people, only that all sounds a bit you-know-who. So they thought they were being smart by saying working people instead, which has just created more problems than it appears to have solved. People were asking about the wording on the manifesto since it came out in June. But with the absence of answers or vagaries surrounding it, it just made for more questions. Sky News' Beth Rigby tackled Keir Starmer about this, and he was, I imagine, thankful for taking a break from having to answer Commonwealth nations' definition of what a working person was.
OK, so for someone who works but gets their income from assets as well, such as shares of property, are they a working person?
Well, they wouldn't come within my definition.
So their taxes could go up?
Yeah, I mean, you can probably give me any number of examples.
And that would have been that, except...
Prime Minister's spokesman subsequently clarified this after our interview. He said that a person who holds a small amount of savings in stocks and shares still counts as a working person.
Keir, Mr. Starmer, Sir Keir Starmer, Prime Minister, son of a toolmaker, can I respectfully make a too late the moment has gone suggestion? Instead of using terms such as working people, working class people, people that work hard, etc., you make the definition between made money and earn money. Full disclosure, I am a landlord that rents out their property to subsidise living in London. The money I make is from that. But the money I earn is from doing these videos. And I do earn it too. Do you have any idea what watching hours of GB News and Talk TV does to my bloody blood pressure? The budget is on Wednesday, 30th of October, one day before Halloween. And for some, a lot scarier. And that's it. No time to talk about my favourite thing in politics ever, which unfortunately is coming to a close. The Conservative leadership race. And Robert Jenrick, good old Bobby, just wanted to show people he was not afraid of a bit of good old-fashioned hard work.
Well, look, I'm here at Horton Hall in Shifnal. This is the restaurant I used to work in as a teenager, washing dishes and working tables. I'm not ashamed of our country. I love our country. So if you want a leader who's on your side, who wants to support people like you from provincial Britain, people who get up early in the morning to do hard jobs, people who build businesses, people who love this country and will never denigrate it, people who are proud to be British, then I'm your candidate.
So much to love here. His team obviously saw what Trump did and thought, oh, that's a good idea. Where can we do something similar, but with less responsibility and where the general public can't see him? Or the fact that he's attempting to look and sound statesmanlike while doing the most mundane of tasks, like seeing Churchill give his fight them on the beaches speech while waxing his car, or Abe Lincoln delivering the Gettysburg Address while sending a WhatsApp, or the slightly more disturbing and deliberate gaslighting people like you repeated 3 times when he clearly means white. And as if to drive home the message, he's wearing a white dress shirt, washing plates so white you could eat your dinner off them, and it's clear no one has. Still, at least once he loses the election and his seat, he'll have something to go back to. No time to talk about the fact that the cenotaph and Churchill's statue were cordoned off to protect them from a hate march, but Suella Braverman couldn't be reached for a comment, unfortunately. Yes, this was the Unite the Kingdom march that took place in London yesterday, which is a strange name for a section of society not particularly known for their inclusive agenda. Oh, funny, I live in London. I don't remember it raining yesterday. Ew. Thankfully though, as worryingly big as that march was, there was more people in a counter demonstration ready to unite for people.
Recently re-elected, the MP of the people, Jeremy Corbyn!
Ooh, Britain, look what you could have won. And finally, no time to talk about the Tories being up to their old tricks, as a picture showing the Chancellor, Rachel Reeves, stepping out of a car was doctored by the Conservative Party's Twitter account to add a page with the line, "Our plan to raise taxes on working people." This is disgraceful. Doctoring images in politics is never justified and not something I would ever do. Like, say, replacing Liz Truss's head with a lettuce, or Jacob Rees-Mogg's body with a giant cotton bud, or putting Robert Jenrick in a KKK outfit. Actually, I don't think that last one was doctored. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, and you're not subscribed, feel free to do so, as well as like, share, comment, and hit all the notifications bell, because, as I keep saying, I am doing 4 videos a week now, so make sure you don't miss any others. Take care.